Hey everyone, welcome to the Australian Rock Show. My name is Colin Gray and today I want to talk about Party Store, the new album from Kevin Kay and Ricky Rat, as it's a much needed tonic for your ears, reminding the listener in no uncertain terms that despite the prevailing doom and gloom and lockdown lunacy that the world finds itself in 2020, rock and roll has the power to rejuvenate. It's good for the head, it's good for the soul, that good time remedy they call rock and roll, as Angry Anderson once sung. Angry gets it, Kevin Kay understands it too. Kevin Kay rock and roll is something you can depend upon. And together with Ricky Rat, he has gone about quietly releasing the rock album of 2020. But before we put the magnifying glass over the new record, let me provide some background. For 15 years, Ricky Rat was guitar player in the Trash Brats, Detroit's way underappreciated glam punk outfit who, in a righteous world, would have been superstars. In recent years, Ricky has been playing bass in the Reformed Dead Boys with Cheetah Chrome and Johnny Blitz, as well as fronting his own band, the Ricky Rat Pack. Ricky has released a bunch of cool records in recent years, including the excellent Songs in C Major Love album, as well as playing guitar with the Kevin Kay Band for more than 20 years now, which has included European tours and playing on several of Kevin Kay's albums, including 2002's Story of My Life, 2009's critically acclaimed Deutschland, and 2013 Allies album, all recommended, to name but a few of those he's played upon. Kevin Kay's last few albums have been End of Complications, Too Much Too Sun, and the CBGB's Years album, as well as the Dry Drunk 7-inch single. All these are worthwhile checking out. So that's enough context. Let's enter the Party Store, which, as I said, is a collaborative effort between Ricky and Kevin. And together they've come up with an album of stupendous melodic rock with plenty of appeal. You remember when rock and roll was fun? This is a fun, good time rock and roll record, which doesn't stray too far from the accustomed Kevin Kay formula of catchy melodic power pop littered with crunching guitars, plenty of hooks, sing-along choruses, and killer riffs. This album bursts open with the Ramones-like Identity Crisis, with a super catchy melody and sing-along chorus. Forget 53rd and 3rd, all you really need is the 13th Street beat. Kevin Kay nailed his colours to the mast long ago, and the Ramones, Johnny Thunders, CBGB's commonalities are part of his DNA. Throw in a tasteful Ricky Rat solo and you have a radio hit on your hands. Kevin Kay's love for cats is surpassed only by his love for Jennifer Love Hewitt, and on Song for Lulu, he pays homage to his favourite cat Lulu. More than a heartfelt tribute, musically this is top shelf pop reminiscent of 70s era John Fogerty, tied off with a tasty guitar lick and another sing-along chorus. Song number 3 is The Dirty Blues of Shame, a fiery, hardened blues thumper about lost love, complete with rollicking piano courtesy of Tony Castanello Jr. For a man with a fondness for Sinatra, Castanello Jr. assuredly channels Jerry Lee on this tune, his piano intertwining nicely with a muscular guitar. This is a cracker. Next up is You Don't Call Me, a melancholic heartbreaker awash with sweet melodies, a lush arrangement, and the intertwining harmony vocals of Kevin Kay and Rebecca Pulley. Pulley is a Florida-based Americana singer whose current album, The Sea of Everything, comes highly recommended. The tune starts off with just acoustic guitar and vocals before the other instruments deliberately arrive a little later on in a country-fused ballad highlighted by a poignant and searing guitar solo. The Kevin Kay signature sound is never more evident than on She's Cold, a short, sharp, pop-punk tune from a band that sound reinvigorated, and it's a blast hearing Kevin Kay and Ricky Rat lock in with music this peppy and spirited. A song made all the more appealing by Kevin Kay's gift for hooks and melodies. Lost America is another appealing, riff-heavy punk tune with political commentary about the current state of chaos that Uncle Sam finds itself. On the surface, it's a 3-minute punker, yet there's a lyrical depth in the message. Unlike others who've traded off as cartoon punks or Joe Strummer wannabes, Kevin Kay has always stood apart from other songwriters due to his lyrical themes. Sure, there's cars and girls, yet often he's a social commentator for the oppressed and downtrodden. Many of his albums contain a historical edge too, giving the listener strong thematic images of Cold War Europe and post-war Germany, the Berlin Wall, D-Day, the Manhattan Project as an example. Lost America is a political observation with a wry delivery, an anthem for the teenage wasteland. Sensitive Generation also rocks hard and takes a swipe at the millennials with more wry lyrics. You want a new Green Deal? I want a Happy Meal. Love that. Some killer guitar work throughout the entire song scores another green tick. You Heard Me Calling is chock full of glam goodness and grooves with a capital G with thumping drums underscoring the whole thing. Mike Chapman, eat your heart out. The punk and roll continues on the defiant Doghouse, highlighted by a scorching surf guitar riff and a very appealing Thunders-esque solo before an authentic cover of the Heartbreakers' Let Go winds up proceedings in a loud and likeable way. As a bonus, there's an alternate version of You Don't Call Me with Rebecca Pulley on soul lead vocals. The engine room on this album comprises a couple of guys from the Crazy Cats, which is Kevin's Florida-based band as opposed to his European band, being Ronnie Dinterman, ex-Descending Fate, on rock solid bass, and ex-Murder Junkie Dwayne Rollick keeping time on drums. Ricky Rat's razor-sharp guitar playing always adds depth to the sound, and Kevin Kay is singing better than ever. From power pop to melodic punk, there's a ballad, there's glam, there's blues, catchy choruses, killer riffs and solos. The Party Store has something for even the most discerning listener. If you dig the Ramones or the Dead Boys, Greg Kihn or Westerberg, Iggy or Bowie, there is something in the Party Store just for you. Rock and roll's most unheralded hitmaker is back in a big way. Not just highly recommended, but also the Australian Rock Review's choice for album of 2020. It's time to party down at the Party Store. 10 out of 10. Party Store by Kevin Kay and Ricky Rat is out now on Circumstantial Records. Make sure you get it.